Alright, back to recording again. And don't forget to do this in life. That's what froze it last time. One thing I don't know, are you guys have a view of this, but you might but better safe than sorry. You guys probably saw me just clicking through. So yeah, Dragon on approach to ISS. Will be a while for sunrise and stuff. I'm getting bored. Yeah, it takes a while. Compared to my thing, it's like, wham. Okay, if that had happened in real life, well, the Soyuz is a pretty small spacecraft from KSP, but say they had a station up there, same size, and they sent a Soyuz type spacecraft, same thing that I did, and they docked at that speed. Well, let's just say the station's orbit would have been altered a bit. Not by much, but seriously, you saw I was slowing down quite a bit, but I would not have even wanted to. I would not have liked to be in the same module. But I mean, it's the so I was docking to it. So if we did I don't know if that happened in real life. I think the docking area would crumple back a bit, like, which is bad. It could probably damage the station and kill everybody on board, or 10 people, I think. So I will get coverage of the synchronous launch and docking in Soyuz mission 1441, I think it is, launching up and docking. And also there is one more. Oh wait, I just had an idea. If I do that, I can get Kerbinauts to grab the data from all of those from the station if I were to build that in career mode, so I could grab the data and take it home. So any data that the KSS has gathered, we could bring it back and we could bring up a bunch of new experiments.
Houston Space Ground 2, the pre-brief is complete. The crew is ready for the Dragon approach to the capture point when you guys are.
Copy that, Rick. Hey, we got about 15 minutes for lighting. We're also still monitoring that UHF comlink swap. For right now, we expect that you may see dropouts or latency in the CCP and comlink lights and or the overlays. So we're going to get you a good solid story before let you know exactly what we're expecting.
So yeah, another 15 minutes.
Okay, we understand, and just on the panel up here, we see this every time we look at them, so they look pretty solid from our perspective.
Sounds great. That's good info, and we'll make sure we have a good solid plan and we're everybody to music before we press in. Another about 15 minutes before we press.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Everything.
So that will be in the next video. But I'm not going to stop recording.
Crew on board the space station reporting that they are done with their prep work that needs to be completed before the Dragon moves away from this 30-meter hold point to get within range of the station's robotic arm for capture. Meanwhile, the team on the ground here is still looking into everything, making sure that the Dragon's systems are good to go for that move. One thing they are keeping an eye on that Capcom Jack Fisher mentioned there is the short comm dropouts that the Dragon has been experiencing as it's made its way to the space station. Those are taking about 10 seconds every time it happens. The vehicle responds as it is supposed to and switches over to a second line. That again takes about 10 seconds, and teams here on the ground don't think it should be a problem for the day, but before they do give it that final go to move within range of capture, they're taking one more look at the issue just to verify. For the comps dropouts to create a problem, they would need to be more than 50 seconds long. And again, the vehicle currently is handling them as it should, switching over to a backup link and rebooting in about 10 seconds.
So this is the, I think, the ISS control.
If the dropouts did take more than 50 seconds, the Dragon would automatically abort its approach to the space station. Again, that's not expected to create a problem, but the team here on the ground just taking one more look at it as they get ready to do their go or no-go poll for the Dragon to move out of this 30-meter hold and begin its final approach to the station.
So yeah, I don't know what else to say right about now. So Dragon is inbound. We've got a bit to wait for the docking. And yeah. So yeah, I don't know I don't know is this gonna happen, but I think pretty soon they're going to launch out the knock module for the ISS. And if they do, I'm definitely going to get coverage of that thing getting docked. It's going to get rid of the piers. And it's going to bring a second robotic arm to the station. Let's check that out.
Continuing to see a view of the SpaceX Dragon 3, now at the 30-meter hold point on its approach to the International Space Station. It's scheduled to stay here for a few more minutes, getting ready or waiting for the sunrise. It's scheduled to take place at 5:41, and while waiting for that sunrise and the correct lighting conditions, the team here on the ground is assessing the Dragon systems and getting ready to take a go or no-go poll to give it the go-ahead to move, begin on its final approach and move within that 30-meter range for the station's robotic arm to reach out and capture it and bring it in for berthing. Inside the station's cupola at the robotic workstation, Commander Koichi Wakata and Flight Engineer Rick Mastracchio are going through their procedures, getting ready for that capture. Wakata will be at the controls of the 57-foot-long robotic arm, be the one to actually capture the Dragon, but Mastracchio's keeping an eye on the operations as well, and they're also kept company by Flight Engineer Steve Swanson. Dragon scheduled to arrive at the capture point at 5:56 a.m. Central Time and should be captured by 6:14 a.m. It's now just about 45 minutes away, and again scheduled for capture at 6:14 a.m. Central Time.
So we're going to get something pretty soon.
Station Houston on 2 for Dragon.
Go ahead, Houston.
Hey, for Monitor 1, S1 lower outboard, if you want to, you can switch that around to the other side. You know, it'll get stuck there trying to track it into capture if you don't have it on the other side of the center point.
Okay, that's a good heads up. Thank you for the information. We'll do that.
You betcha.
So 10 more seconds. Yeah, that's another difference. I did not have this many people watching me doing the docking. Like, no.